Hey y'all, what's good? So I just wanted to come and give y'all a quick um, message, all right? And I hope you guys have been doing well. I hope you guys have been taking care of yourselves and all that good stuff and whatever and whatnot. Okay? Holy Spirit, a pure divine white light of the Most High God, I call you into this message. I ask that you grant me the ability to deliver clear and concise messages to the listener as you see fit. We thank you for all that you are, all that you have been, and all that you will continue to be. Amen. Okay, so I really want to put heavy emphasis on, like, be yourself. Okay? Be yourself. It is okay to be yourself. Yes, you will see, um, certain individuals out in the world and, their ways of being or how they look or whatever. And it can cause certain, um, it can cause certain feelings within you to, have you, admire them or kind of question, depending on, where you are in your journey of self-love and whatnot, and just knowing thyself, right? Um, you know, Either admiring them or, kind of questioning, like, oh, well, why don't I look like this, or why is my life not flowing like that, or I don't know. I'm just getting this energy of, like, someone's like feeling the need to kind of like change up how they've been doing things, which is perfectly fine, right? Because if you feel there's a need to change certain ways of being, or just certain things about yourself that you may have been inspired by from another person, like, that's cool, but make sure that it's still genuine to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't go trying to emulate another person just because maybe what you saw in that person you liked. Like, I don't know how to, I don't know. Just simply put, just always be yourself. Okay? Like, nobody can be you better than you, and you can't be nobody else. You can pretend to be, but only for so long. Okay? And then even in that, it's like, hold on, y'all. Okay, my fault, y'all. It's like, even if you call yourself, trying to copy someone or whatever, it's like you can only copy them to the extent of what they display. So in that, I'm saying, like, an example, if someone's copying you, right, you have to know that, like, you're gonna always be ahead of that person, if we want to kind of put it in that context. But you'll always be ahead of that person. Why? Because you have to wait for that person's next move. Or, you get what I'm saying? Like, if somebody's copying you, like, they're never gonna be on the same page as you. Like, they can never truly fully duplicate you, because unless they can read your mind and they know your absolute next move, like, they still gotta wait on everything that you do just to be able to copy you and emulate you. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, just be yourself. Like, that's the best thing you can do for yourself. That's the best thing you can do for us as a whole, like the whole collective. Like, being you. You were created how you are, the way you are, the way you look, who you are, the way you think, and all of that. You know, with great reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Almighty Creator, we are all just basically particles of the Almighty Creator. Okay, it's like Source broke itself down into all these different particles, and we're all just a nice speck of light of that. Right? And Source wanted to see what each and every one of those particles could possibly become. Okay, and that's all around the board, the highest end of frequency down to the lowest end. That's why you have the fallen angels, or you have Lucy or whatever, right? So it's like, you are one of those particles. You are one of those beings of light. You are here to do you and be great in whatever that is. So don't ever feel the need to, switch up how you've been doing stuff, or how you choose to do stuff, just based off of the fact that you see somebody else doing something a certain way and you feel like you got to do it that way. No, keep being you and doing you. And yes, if you feel inspired or motivated to, tweak some stuff a little bit, or, I don't know, add this or add that or whatever, depending on what we're talking about, then, do as you choose. But don't ever go out of your way to just try to be something that you're not, because it's just gonna always make you feel like you're coming up short. You feel what I'm saying? And you're gonna always be at the beck and call, in somewhat of a sense, of the person that you are trying to emulate, because you gotta wait for them to make their next move before you even can, you know what I'm saying, before you can even be on what they own. You know what I mean? And so, I don't know, somebody may need to hear that. I mean, granted, it don't have to be you. It could be somebody that's cross-watching, but they copying you. You know what I mean? And so, hey, it is what it is. Also, when it comes to projections, there is a lot of projection, y'all. Just like, and let me be very clear about this, because I'm big on disclaimers. Let me be clear. Anything that I speak to you about on any of my messages, okay, any of these videos, okay, take it and receive it for yourself if you resonate with it. If you've sat there with it for a minute and you using your own personal discernment and it touches your spirit, right? If it gives you chills, that type of energy, then okay, you know what I'm saying? Then it should be processed for yourself and whatever, you know what I mean? But like, if it don't resonate, if you're not feeling it, if it don't really speak to your soul, like, don't like take it as firm and solid and set in stone. You have the right to detach from, you have the right to disregard, you have the right to ignore anything that really does not align with your own personal thought process. There is a lot of projections that are especially on goodness, I can't even get it out. Especially on social media, especially on this YouTube, and like in the spiritual community, like just as a whole, like even in religion, it's a lot of projection. It's a lot of people wanting to try to force you to think how they think, you know what I'm saying? Whereas it's cool to make suggestions, and that's okay, because we get it. Like, there's people who, they believe certain things, or they feel a certain way, or they think certain, a way within their perspective, and it doesn't mean that they're right or they're wrong. You get what I'm saying? It just means that it's their personal right and their personal wrong, right? And that person shouldn't be shunned for those thoughts, nor should they necessarily be like praised in a sense for those thoughts. You see it for what it is, you receive it for yourself if it aligns, and if it don't, then okay, it don't. It shouldn't be oh no, I'm gonna cancel you because I don't think like that, or oh oh yeah, this I should think like that too because like it makes sense. Like no, like what do you feel for yourself at your core, in the wholeness and the fullness of your own personal being? Sit with yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you gotta just and here's the thing, let me also say this, like a lot of people, like I definitely am gonna suggest meditation only because it does have so many benefits, right? But there are people who just haven't been able to tap into meditating. But here's the thing, what you don't realize is you probably do quite often, and it just doesn't seem like a form of meditation to you because meditation's put out as this, oh, you have to be sitting still with your legs crossed and your eyes closed, and that type of energy. And don't get me wrong, that very much is a powerful way of not manifestation, but yes, manifesting as well, but a powerful way of being in a state of meditation. But there's also so many other forms of meditation. Some of y'all, if y'all just go walks regularly, or you exercise regularly, that's also a form of meditation, because your mind is more than likely you're thinking about a bunch of different things during that time of meditation. So sometimes there's thoughts and ideas and things that come to you at that time, but also it's like you were almost easing your mind during those types of acts. Also, another thing that I had to personally learn about myself was I meditate a lot while I'm driving. I just be like, and you know it's kind of wild because you have to decipher between whether you daydreaming or if you meditating. But I mean, it's just gonna be a different process for everybody, and it's gonna be a different something for everybody. But I mean, them is just examples. But I just really want to say to somebody, because I feel like there's some people that have been online and they just been doing a lot of projecting, and a lot of people are quick to like come across your video and then just try to critique everything about how you talk, what you say, how you said it. I don't know. It's just so much that comes with being on a public platform in any way, shape, or form. Whether it's you put your picture up, whether you don't, whether you just use your voice, whether you type a certain sentence. You know what I'm saying? That's just a natural thing at this point with people, where they feel it makes people feel better if they can pinpoint something about you that makes them feel better about themselves. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why it's really important that we really, really learn to love ourselves, to embrace who we are within all of our amazing qualities, as well as all the way down to the flaws and things that we don't like about ourselves, the things that we know that we need to improve on, the things that we continue to work on, right? The things that we've yet to acknowledge and work on, right? It's so important, it's so key for us to really, really come into the knowing of ourselves, because the more you know yourself, the more you fully know who you are. And you may not know it, like, you know what I'm saying, like, just, you still learning. It's a for one, and I have to say this is coming in, the man that thinks he knows everything knows nothing. That is why I am always and forever will be a student. I am here in Earth School. I am here to learn. We are all here to learn. There should never be anybody that is so set and stuck in their ways that they feel like they know absolutely everything. Like, I'm gonna be real, y'all, that's impossible. It's absolutely impossible. The only reason I say that is because even if you come to the knowing of everything for yourself, you still don't know everything when it comes to the next person's perspective. So, which still means you don't know everything. So don't ever come like on any of these platforms on some, oh well, this is what it is, and like, no, like, you can always speak to what's true to you and what's true for you and how you perceive and receive things. You have that right, you get me? But don't project things on other people and force people to, especially when you know you have like a position that is, you know, being a figure of any type of idol, or where people just value your advice or your word. Always come from a genuine space, because there's some people who really do need guidance, who really do need someone that, you know, just can help them focus, or just say the right thing right in a certain moment because they really needed to hear it in that moment. And they don't need to be misguided. They don't need to feel, you know, like you putting them down. And I say that, like, even for myself, like, if I ever come off in that manner, please know that that is never my intention. Please know that I only speak from a space of personal experience, from my own trials and tribulations, my own, like, cause like like, y'all don't know me, but baby, I have been through the ringer, okay? And a lot of it were experiences that were on my own, that I couldn't call a sister, a brother, I couldn't call a mother, a father, I couldn't call a best, like, anybody that I truly trusted in fullness to have my back and not sit there and go tell all my business to the world and whatever. Like, I always come from a space of, like, this is my personal knowing, my personal observation, my personal research, okay? So I'm never coming from a space of trying to judge you and tell you that you ain't sugar honey iced tea or any of that. I always come from a space of love, because I know what it feels like to not feel loved. I know what it feels like to not feel supported. I know what it feels like to be given, you know, fake love, or advice that's really more so just backhanded compliments or backhanded advice to try to set me up for failure. So I really need y'all to know that anytime you receive any guidance or any type of what may seem to be criticism from any of my videos, know that it is constructive. It's never to tear you down. It's never to tell you you ain't shit. It's never to tell you you're not doing right, or you not, you know what I'm saying? It's just for you to receive your messages from what's being channeled from me through source, okay? And just for us to better ourselves and to know ourselves, because I'm on this journey with you. It's not just me on here telling y'all stuff. Like, I be receiving messages, heck, sometimes same time y'all be getting them. Some of the messages be for me too. So we in this together. So, you know that we all a work in progress, baby, and we gonna get it, okay? As long as you just keep trying and you don't give up. And excuse my French, because I don't even like to say try, because we're doing. As long as you move your feet and let source guide your steps, everything's gonna come full circle for you, right? Everything works together for our good, and that's just what it is, okay? So this is kind of sort of just the PSA. It ain't really necessarily like a channeling type deal, whatever, but maybe you caught something in it that was helpful. But yeah, I just really felt the need to express that. Hopefully it just helps you, you know, get where I'm coming from a little better. And I'll definitely be dropping another video soon, okay? I'm not sure what's gonna come first in the upload for you guys. Maybe what spirit needs you to know right now, maybe a lover. You know what, it's probably gonna be a love message, because I definitely had some downloads earlier. And not only that, y'all haven't had a specific love focused message recently. I mean, it was, y'all had like a general that kind of spoke to some love, but not where that was the specific focus. So yeah, I'll be back soon to drop y'all a love message. And yeah, that's that. So I love y'all. You know what to do. Take that good old thumbs up if this you know, if it hit home in any type of way, or you just picking up what I'm putting down, okay? And just drop me a comment in the comment section if you just, you know, want to respond to anything that I've said. You can also shoot me an email. There's more info down in the description box, as well as it pertains to getting your own personal message and how to go about that and whatnot. So, yep, that's that. I love you. See ya.